Hello, welcome to this video. Today we're going to stretch out through your lower body. All you need is your mat, and we're going to start in a child's pose. So you have two options. You can either keep your knees together or bring them apart. And you can either bring your arms forward or release your arms down by your side. Whichever variation of child's pose feels better in your body at this moment. When you have your knees apart, you work a little bit more into your hips. When you have your knees together, brings the work more into your spine. Whichever option you're in, notice how this feels in your body today. Maybe that there's areas in your body that feel very tense. And you can focus on sending your next few exhales to those areas. With the help of your breath, let the tension dissolve. If you don't have your arms forward, bring them there, stretch them in front of you. And on your next inhale, push yourself up to come into a tabletop position. Adjust your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. We're gonna do a toe stretch, so bring your knees together and curl your toes under so your 10 toes are against your arm. Now walk back to sit onto your heels. It may be that this is very intense for your toes. Perhaps you want to stay forward with your hands on the mat. Otherwise, you can sit upright, placing all the tension on your toes. Release your arms by your side. You can close your eyes. Make sure your 10 toes are pressing against the mat. Lengthen your spine towards the crown of your head. Slowly, if your hands aren't on your mat, place them in front of you and walk back into tabletop. Release your toes. And if you need to, you can move them around slightly, maybe tap up your feet against the mat. Whatever feels good to release the work from the toes. Next, we're going to do the ankle stretch. So this time, keep your feet pointed. Sit back towards your heels. Now with your hands a little bit further behind you, you're going to lift your knees away from your mat. And this might be very little or quite high, depending on how it feels on your ankles today. Make sure you feel the stretch, but it's not too intense. And then you can keep your eyes open, soft, or you can close them. We tend to spend our days with feet inside shoes. And it's very important to stretch them out. Stretch out the toes and the ankles. Just a few more breaths here. And slowly release your knees to the mat very, very gently. And walk back towards tabletop and take a moment to release Again, you can now circle your ankles perhaps, or point and flex your feet. Maybe you want to tap them out. If you're circling, go one way, then the other. And sit towards your heels again. And then this time, stretch your legs forward and come to lay down on your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a bit of a massage here against the mat. Stretch your left leg forward against the mat. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. And then interlace your hands underneath your leg. This might be quite low or maybe high. And stretch your leg up to the sky. Point your toes. So again, you can hold on maybe higher, but keep your shoulders and head on the mat. Point your toes to the sky. Now flex your foot. So send your heel to the sky and your toes towards you, working more into the back of the leg, into the hamstring. Place your left hand onto your left hip and reach with your right arm and your peace sign fingers to grab a hold of your big toe and keep your head grounded afterwards. Or option number 2, bend your knee and grab your knee. Now from wherever you are, open your right leg to the right. This might be very little. You might go quite far, but keep yourself grounded. This is why you have your left hand onto your hip, to keep your left hip down, left shoulder down. So you can do this with your knee bent, or you can grab the big toe, opening out into your hip and into the inner part of your leg. Bring your leg back to center. If you bent your leg, straighten it. Grab a hold of your leg again with both hands, but this time if you can a bit higher. And now roll up, bring your knee to touch your forehead. So bring your chin towards your chest, press. Lower your head and lower your right leg all the way down against the mat. Bring your left knee into your chest. Hug it in first. Feel the compression into your hip. Keep your shoulders, your head down. Now interlace your 10 fingers underneath your leg and extend your leg up to the sky. First, point your toes. Really point them. Feel the work into your ankle, into the front side of your leg. You can have a soft bend in the knee, but try and straighten the leg as much as you can. Keep your head and shoulders on the mat. Now flex your foot. So heel up to the sky, toes towards you. Notice how the stretch now goes to the back of the leg. Place your right hand onto your right hip bone. Stretch your left arm up with your middle and index finger. Take a hold of your big toe. Then place your head back down if you lifted it, or bend your knee and grab a hold of the knee and open your left leg to the left, either straight or bent. Keep your right hip down, your right shoulder down, working with your left hip and the left inner part of your leg. Bring your leg back to center. Straighten it if you bent it. Grab a hold of your leg with both hands, maybe higher up. And then head away from your mat. Roll in, forehead to meet your knee. And your elbows wide. And then lower your head. And lower your left leg all the way forward in front of you on the mat. Bend both knees into your chest. Hug them in. Give yourself a bit of a massage. Now grab your legs from behind and roll up and down your spine 2 or 3 times. Give your entire spine a massage. Last time, You can simply come to a seated position. Thank you for joining me for this sequence. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good rest of your day. And please check out the link I put in the description where you can find classes with me both on Zoom and on demand. Bye.